What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol INDP for Indaptus Therapeutics. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This is something new to the channel, so we're going to start by mapping out a daily roadmap, essentially, obvious areas of support and resistance. Then we'll dive down to the 30-minute intraday and talk more granular levels and what we think might unfold here. So just noting where our quick areas of support are. This one is in a very well-established downtrend, right? You can clearly see over the last year or so, it's just been trending lower. And today, obviously, big explosion to the upside on some catalysts that a patent was approved for their technology platform. But regardless, it's really not about the catalysts, right? It's about how the stock responded and how the price action really unfolded. So the obvious thing to lastly note is that there's a clear gap in the chart underneath today's low from 1023 fills down to the high of the prior day, which is going to be right around $7.48. Now, shifting the attention to the 30-minute intraday timeframe chart, we're going to take out the fibs and look at this through this lens first. Then we'll discuss, what might unfold here. So first, going from the low to the high of the first opening drive, what you'll notice is that the buyers were actually strong, right? You can see the defense of the 38.2 on this red hammer, and then it went for one more run to the upside. So what we'll do, of course, is take the fibs from here all the way on up to the true all-time high, or not all-time high, but the new high that was set today. And what you'll notice is that on the secondary pullback, right through the 38.2, right through the 50, right through the 61.8, and right through the 100% retracement, no chance at all from the buyers, or no attempt really at all from the buyers to save this and prop it back up. So that to me is just immediately screaming, probably stay away. And, that might be something painful to hear if you are someone who longed way up here towards those highs. But based on the overall downtrend of the stock, based on its history of seeing these pumps and dumps, right? It's just not something I would advise, holding on here. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do with your position, but just think of all the other opportunities out there in the market that you could be taking advantage of if you cut the loser. Again, this is speaking if you were long from up here, and put your money to work elsewhere. Otherwise, you're probably going to be holding this for a very long time, really hoping and praying that there's some sort of catalyst that pops it back up higher where you can maybe get out for break even. So that's how I would think about that if you're in that scenario. But in terms of what you can do, if you're still intent on trading this into the remainder of the week, let's clean up those Fibonacci's. Those are no longer really important. Where are you? Remove drawing. There it is. The main thing we want to watch for is just the gap underneath us, right? If there is any continuation lower that gets us below that, I would just argue $10 mark, right? Just because it's a nice psychological number underneath us. If we start breaking down underneath that, I would just stand aside and then wait to see if there is a potential reaction down here towards some of these lows and gap fill area around 750, we'll call it for round number sake. If we get down here and start printing hammer candles or indecision dojis, then you could start to say, okay, maybe this pullback is coming to an end and there's a quick scalp available over the highs to get back into the top end of this miniature range that we're putting in right here. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any reason to want to be long this stock or, looking for any potential long entries. I would stand aside. If you're not long, wait to see what happens when we get into that gap fill area. Otherwise, just avoid. And again, if you are long from up in here, think about some of those questions that I was asking earlier. So those are my 2 cents here on INDP. You can debate me all you want in the comments, but that's what the chart is telling us. So if you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.